We've seen dozens of young people on the street of eastern city of Shanghai and Hangzhou were taken by the police while they were celebrating the Halloween during parades on some of the busiest streets in those two cities. And where we can see that young people were dressing up in a way in order to mock the Chinese economy as well as the current situation where young people are finding themselves hard to find a job. So basically, there is a public sentiment from the younger generation expressing their disappointments to the future that the country provides to them.
And why does China feel threatened by that?
In China, public gathering and protest and parades in general are always considered as a high-risk activity that is threatening the stability of the Communist Party's regime. What we can see is that because the ongoing tightening up of public expression of different opinions against what the government has been talking about and addressing on the national level, young people who are feeling there is much less space for them to express themselves. And during this Halloween celebration, just similar to what has happened last year, the younger generation really has used some innovative and creative way to express their ideas and different opinion in the form of celebration. But apparently, from Beijing's perspective, this is just a way of young people showing disobedience and challenge to the regime.
We also saw those people who were detained. They were brought to the police station, their names were being taken, their ID numbers and their phone numbers were also recorded. Could they face any sort of punishment?
Yes, being taken by the police and recorded with their personal details was generally perceived as a way of police giving these young people a warning. Generally speaking, I think people who are going onto the street and celebrating Halloween in a way to show their disobedience could already predict that there could be possibly a risk of being taken by the police. For some serious offense, people could be potentially charged with picking quarrels and provoking troubles, which is a very special charge in China's law and regulation. But generally speaking, given that the vibe on social media is still about people being cynical about this without mentioning too much serious punishments, we don't predict that those young people will face a really serious consequence after that.
Okay, but what's been the response on the ground from the public, particularly the younger Chinese who you've been talking about, who are happy to embrace occasions such as Halloween?
Yes, Girish, I think young people are really feeling that they are having less oxygen to express themselves in the society where the Communist Party is just constantly tightening up freedom of speech. From online censorship, where people can no longer express themselves even behind a nickname, to protesting or having a fun parade like this, what we have seen happens in the weekends in Shanghai, really showed that people were not happy with where the Chinese society is. And they have these constant questions about where the country is heading towards. And also, they are angry about there is no room for them to actually exercise the citizenship that they were entitled to, ruled by China's constitution and regulation.
Okay, Bang Xiao, really, really good to get your insights into this story. Thanks very much.
Thanks for having me, Girish.